Oh, human, are you still sleeping? Are you fishing for kittens? Come on, wake up, human.
Try poking them with a stick.
Brood brother, sometimes I wonder why the brood mothers never abandoned you on some rocky windswept crag in the mountains.
They did. Twice. I kept finding my way back to the crash, so they decided I was worth the trouble. Hey, human. Wake up. Nap time is over. We have places to go.
There you go. Eyes open. Remember us? The great big hunter demons from the forest? You bit my brood brother in the hand, you remember?
And you also called my brood sister a bog witch. She's still mad about it. But that is a trifling matter. What concerns us more is how you got into the forest in the first place with that demon-warded fey weapon of yours. It seems like your stay with the Collector has softened you up somewhat. I knew that my idea of letting you escape into that cave would prove useful to us.
You are so right, brood brother. We made much better travel time around those jagged and unforgiving hills than we ever would have if we'd been stuck hauling this human along with us. Small as they are.
You would have had a very rough trip, human. Getting bounced and jogged and tossed all over the place. This way was better. Much better, yes. Now get up. We've still some ways to go before we get to the cliffs of Zion. From there, we go down into the deep realms to meet with the voice.
I don't think the human is getting up, brood brother. I think the Collector did something to them. They're awake, but they're as limp as a boned fish. You'll have to carry them.
Oh, I'll carry them, shall I?
Yes, you shall. If they're not too heavy for you to lift, that is.
Fine, fine. Up with you, human. You're just going to have to flop on my shoulder for a time, until we go down the cliffs. Let's get moving. We're almost to the cliff edge, human. I really hope that you're not bothered by heights. Because if that's the case, you're really not going to like the next part of the trip.
It might be better to ask if you're bothered by the idea of falling, because that's more or less how we're going down. Oh, look, I think they're beginning to revive a little more, brood brother. See how their arms and legs are starting to twitch about? Really, I don't think you're going to like this next part at all.
Which is a shame, truly. The leap from the cliffs of Zion is my favorite part about traveling to the deep realms from this part of the chaos. Are you ready, brood sister?
Ready when you are, brood brother.
Let's do this. Quit thrashing about, human. You are ruining the experience.
Turn over and look back to the cliff top, brood brother. See how fast they recede. Oh, this is fun. If it weren't for the annoyance of the climb back up.
We would both do this much more often, yes. I suppose the effort of climbing back up is what keeps us from spending a lot of time free falling, instead of doing what our blood calls upon us to do.
There is no ignoring the call of the hunt, that is true. But we can still enjoy this moment while knowing that it falls within our duties as guardians of the chaos.
We're not just doing this for fun, human. We're bringing you into the deep realms to take you before the voice of the Titan. We still need to inform the overlords of your involvement in the Fey incursions into our realms. Your sudden appearance in our forest.
Your irrational inclination to do violence upon hunter demons 4 times your own size.
The demon-warded spear we took away from you. All of these things must be found out and analyzed by those who are best able to figure them out. So we are bringing you before a demon who specializes in sifting through the human mind. Or rather, bringing you before the demon who serves as their voice.
Do not become too engrossed in your speechifying, brute brother. We are passing the first levels of the outer shelves of the deep realms.
There. I can see the temple of the voice below us. At the end of the next shelf down. That level is the abode of the Titan. I'm going to take a tighter hold on you now, human. Your landing is going to be a bit rough. And now, we will approach the temple. We will not see the Titan directly. Such a sight is dangerous. The Titan is of such power and consequence that the mere act of seeing or hearing him directly is extremely perilous.
Oh, there's the voice of the Titan now. Come out to meet us. I wonder if it's a personal greeting, or if he's already in his official capacity.
Greetings, visitors from the upper realms. I am the voice of His Titanic Majesty, Mareos Urkar, Overlord of the deep realms of the Chaos. Hear his words through my mouth, that the full direct force of his voice shall not utterly and completely annihilate your very presence. Speak now the reasons for your presence in my domain. We come before you, O tremendous one, bearing in our keeping a mortal who appeared in our hunting grounds. They did offer violence to my brood sister, and they bore with them a weapon, an artifact of the Fae.
They were able to tell us very little of real use. So we brought them here, thinking that your majesty would deign to plumb the depths of the mortal's mind in order to learn things that are hidden.
I perceive the mortal before me. I perceive also that you have in your possession the warded weapon carried into your lands by the mortal. I will bend my will upon their mind, and bring forth what answers are hid therein. For very little of memory can truly be forgotten, only hidden, buried, concealed. So, human, I will now open the book of your memory. You appeared in the chaos along with your weapon, with instructions to do violence upon all the demon entities you came across. But whence came the weapon and the instructions? Ah, there is a haze in your memory, and it clears. I see in your mind's eye a figure, tall, thin, robed and cloaked in leaves, with the head of a raven. And this figure is presenting you with a warded spear and whispering orders into your mind. And they arranged for you to be transported into the chaos. From where? I see a human dwelling. Your own. You were taken from your home by this raven-headed fae. This one is known to me. Known by appearance, by reputation, and even by name. Lockfeather. But how did they choose you for their instrument, out of all the mortals they might have used? You bear a marker, a sort of mystical scent upon your being. Bath bombs. That is what the humans call them. The Fae placed their mark upon you with an enchanted bath bomb. A subtle trick, that. Worthy of those deceitful folk. I know their tricks of old. Ever since the Fae folk spontaneously arose and began self-perpetuating in the mortal realms and the dreamlands on this level of reality, they have been quite the thorn in the collective side of decent, honest demons across the Chaos realms. They have even gone so far as to carve out their own twisted mirror realm, composed of stolen portions of the dreamlands and bordering areas of the chaos, the so-called Feywild. Long have we watched the activities of these strange creatures, followed their movements, fought off their incursions into the chaos, and even followed some few of them back into the Feywild and faced them in their own lairs. It has been a long and tedious process. Many are their courts, and their wards, and their little princedoms and fiefdoms and sacred groves. We know not the reason for their existence. They are not part of the parameters for this level of reality. They are something unplanned, unexpected, dangerous. But to the specific matter of Lockfeather and their interference in these realms. You, she-demon, will leave with the manifestation of my voice the warded weapon that appeared with the human. I will make use of it as a talisman for seeking.
As you command, O mighty one. I give it willingly, though not gladly. I deem it is a powerful weapon.
It is. As for the mortal, I will keep them in my temple for a short time. examining more thoroughly the details of their memories. And then I shall cause one of my lesser functionaries to return them to the mortal realms. Their memory of the Fae and their sojourn into the Chaos Realms sealed from their conscious mind. I thank you, Hunter Demons, for acting so swiftly and bringing the mortal to me for interrogation. You are dismissed now, to return to your hunting grounds and maintain watch upon the borders of the Chaos Realms. Go now, and may fate and fortune smile upon you. We thank you for the blessing, Your Majesty. Goodbye to you, little biter of hands. I hope you survive your time here at the temple.
Goodbye, human. If nothing else, you have guts challenging me to a fight back there in our hunting grounds. I'll give you that much. You've got guts. Don't ever lose that trait. Come, brood brother. Let us get back to the task we both were born and bred for.
And now, human, I will delve deeper into your mind, searching for that which I seek. But you shall have no more recollection of events until such time as I return you to your own realm. You will now sleep, deep, untroubled sleep. You may prove very useful to me, and I do not wish to harm such a useful asset. Sleep